Well, first off, great respect for Northwest Missouri State. They are a tremendous basketball team. They're well coached. They play extremely hard. And it was one of those games where nobody could throw it in the ocean. And it was really a defensive-oriented grind-type tournament game, which we can play. I always tell our guys, I don't care if we win 198 or 2-0. So I'm proud of our guys. Great effort. They deserve it. They've been a great team to coach and just a lot of fun.
What was up with that? I mean, why, Coach, was it a shooting performance or was it their defense? What was the
Oh, I think it was both. I mean, we miss some shots that we make, but, you know, that's basketball. And no question their defense had something to do with that too. But, you know, you got to win also, especially in the tournament. You're just not going to be able to put up some of the points that we've put up this year. You got to be able to win some grind games. And I was really proud of our guys that we won 3 grind games to win the region. And but I've never seen our guys shoot like that. And so to win the game, you know, it shows that we can guard too. And so proud of them.
Do you think you could score 47 and win though?
If you had told me that before the game,
Yeah.
no way. I mean, no way. I thought maybe 60. You know, I thought it would be in the 50s, and if we could get to 60, we might be in decent shape. But I mean, I don't know. You could play forever and not have that kind of game again. And it got to be I mean, not humor. It wasn't funny for me, but I'm sure, you know, some of the coaches, you know, they're just probably like, oh my goodness. I mean, nobody could throw it in the ocean. It was almost comical for a little bit there. If it wasn't such a big game, I might have laughed.
Coach, talk about defensively against Justin. You did a nice job with him. Clear something you're focusing on.
Yeah, I mean, we never really defensively. We never wanted to completely have a game plan for one person, you know. But obviously, he's their catalyst. He's their trigger guy. So you know, we just try. You're not going to completely stop him. He's a great player, and we just try to make it very difficult for him to get in the lane. And we kind of use that NBA lane line, you know, make him shoot some shots over our big guys on the hedge, and we're trying to be physical with him on ball screens. But you know, you can't sit there and center on him because they've got, you know, a lot of other players. So we figured that would be our plan. That's kind of the way we play anyway. We really we have just one way to defend things, and we kind of just go with that.
I used to talk about the three-pointer. Shot clock running down, or you let it slide, you think you have a shot, or going through your mind?
Well, first, I like to just say, whenever all the shots I take, and if I make them or not, you know, all that, I just give credit to God. You know, He helps me get buckets sometimes. Sometimes. But
and he means
with
that,
that,
he says it, trust me.
With that shot, well, I remember earlier I had a chance to shoot a 3, and I just wasn't even looking for it. Didn't realize I was open like that. So then I was like, okay, I got to be ready for this. And then the next time, I was like, I just knew, you know. Sometimes you just know, you've practiced. I mean, I haven't made any all year, but when you've put the time in and the effort, I feel like when my team needs me to step up, I'm ready to be there for them, and because I know they'll do the same for me.
He hits those all the time in practice. I mean, he's only hit one just because it's not a big part of our plan. But I mean, he does have free reign to shoot out there if it's a good shot. And they're downing ball screens, so it's like Reeve said, it was just like our only option. And he's capable out there. I mean, there's no doubt.
How big do you think that shot was at that point? I think it pushed it from 5 to 8 or something like that. I mean, they're kind of making a push. How big was that shot in your mind?
Well, I think in a game like tonight, a shot like that to put us up 8 feels like you're up 10 to 15.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it was huge. And I think we came down and just locked up on defense again and got a rebound. And I don't know, it's just an unbelievable team win. And I think it's probably the best team win we've had all year. So, you know, like Isaac just came in the clutch there.
Is that your only 3 in a year?
Yep.
Yeah.
So far. We'll see. We can maybe change that.
I guess for Jordan and Isaac, what does this mean for this program to be part of the first team and get to the
It's hard to put it in words. I was Coach Walthall's first recruit 5 years ago, and I'll be honest, when I first got there, I was just happy to get a basketball scholarship as the only one. And he gave me an opportunity, and I didn't think, at that time, I didn't think this program could necessarily do what we did tonight. You know, and then year after year, we just kept getting better, and then, I don't know, it was just unbelievable, and we just keep getting better and bringing better players, and I don't know, I can't say thank you enough to him to give me a chance to be here, and he's the only one that took a shot at me.
You guys played 3 straight MIAA teams and won those grinded out games.
Yeah.
The other teams in your conference weren't able to do. What is it about you guys that you're able to win a game like that?
Well, I mean, Mankato and Augustana, they guard well too, and we guard well. I think the one thing is we do run multiple sets, which we don't mind playing slow sometimes. We'll run and we'll go, but we're a multiple set play team if we need to. And it was one of those games where you just can't come down and jack shots up. If you're not making them, especially. I mean, because then they're going to control the ball for almost the whole game. It's almost like a football philosophy. But we ran our sets, and then we got off our heels a little bit. They had us on our heels, and then we started doing a better job of attacking. We actually missed a lot of layups tonight. But I was really pleased in the second half, the shots we were getting. So I think that was probably the biggest difference, just run some sets and then just making sure that we attacked. And you know, I mean, you look at, I mean, Augie lose by 1, Mankato, I mean, you know, sometimes that's just lucky. You know, I mean, it could have gone the other way, those 2 games. So I don't know if there's a big difference. It's just we happened to be fortunate enough tonight to really guard.
Were you worried about the pace, though, at the beginning? And you guys needed to shove the buzzer to get to 20 in the first half.
Yeah, no, we just knew it was going to be that kind of game. I didn't think 20, you know. But I thought 50s, low 60s. You know, I just thought it would be just and it would have been. It was that kind of pace. It's just they couldn't throw it in the ocean. We couldn't throw it in the ocean. But it had that kind of pace to it, which, again, leagues are different. And the MIAA and the NSIC are very different. And they play slower than us. And usually the team that wants to play slow, we're going to play slow because they're going to have the ball and they're going to grind it out. And if you get caught up doing this and taking early shots, it could get ugly. So we were smart in that area, and I was proud of our guys.
Talk about being aggressive. I think you went on a 12-2 run and all baskets were within 5 feet of the rim. Was that where you just told them, hey?
That's what at halftime. That's what we said. We said run your sets, and then if we don't get anything, we just made them work hard, guarding the set, and then now let's attack in our ball screen stuff. And we just had to attack. I mean, that team will eat you up if you don't. You know, combat their aggressiveness, and so again, we got things at the rim, and that was really key for us. The way the guys adjusted in the second half to attack the rim.
What does this mean for you, Chad? I guess at the end, I saw you give Jordan a pretty big hug when he came off. What was kind of the emotion?
You know, we go way back. I mean, he's my guy. You know, Jordan, what he's done for this program, you can't even put into words. He's a wonderful human being. And, you know, I got to grow up and watch his dad play at Staples. And I was a junior high kid, and I idolized his dad. I certainly don't tell him that now. But I have a very good relationship with him. And, you know, the thing about Jordan, and I think it's important to and I've said it before, he has maximized his ability. There's guys that can jump higher. There's guys that are quicker. There's guys that can run, you know, faster. There's even guys that can guard better. But he is a terrific player. I mean, he is a great player. And teams loaded up on him this tournament. But he's got a high basketball IQ. He got people involved. And our team loves him. I mean, Jordan's not a loud leader, but he leads by example, and our guys love him. I mean, they kind of, it's a personality thing. And
most of the time we love him.
Most of the time.
Yeah,
They argue a lot, but they love each other. So, but I can't, you know, it's pretty special being from Staples, same hometown as him. It's amazing how life is cyclical.
And Jordan, what was the emotion for you? You know, hit some of those free throws and then go to the bench and kind of watch the last.
I can't put it in words. I mean, like I said before, 5 years ago, I didn't know if we were ever going to get to this moment. And just to be a part of it with this group all year long. I mean, 35-3, I don't know if anyone would have guessed that coming into the season. And it's just, like I said, it's awesome to do it with this group. We're a close group, and I love this team, I love the school. Don't want the season to end.
Coach, the day to prepare, and you guys haven't faced them already once this year.
What was the coaching battle like tonight? You guys obviously both came up with pretty good schemes to shut
Yeah.
them down. What about that and what they did and what that coaching battle was?
Well, the nice thing is we had at least a day break where you could really hone in on some of their stuff. We didn't prioritize any single player. Obviously, their 4-man 33. I'm terrible with names. Schneider, is a terrific shooter. You just can't leave him. Okay. Other than that, we just had to gap everybody else and make sure that Pitts just didn't get going. And our hedge guys with Isaac and Herb were tremendous. They just flat hedged. They build a wall, and then we were physical over and we gapped it up. And we just tried to build inside out. Emphasize that. We knew they could shoot threes, but if you look at the numbers, it's not like they shoot a ton of them. Their percentage is terrific, but it's not like they're just looking to shoot from perimeter. So we had to make sure we closed it and gapped it up, and that was kind of our plan. And they had a terrific plan for us. They kind of switched some ball screen defense. They went to the down a little bit, and Jordan's really good. He comes to the huddle and he's got he has some good ideas. He's been around the block, so he knows he's going to be open and stuff. But Northwest Missouri State had a great defensive game plan, and it was just, as a coach, it wasn't pretty, but it was kind of a beautiful game for me. I mean, it was kind of fun. These guys laugh because I always like, if we win 2-0, that's fine, But it was good. It was fun.
I just talked about 7 blocks, especially when Pitts did get by you. Being able to get a guy to make him shoot over. How important was that part of it?
That was our deal. I mean, that's what we had to do. I mean, when you got Isaac there, you got Herb there, who doesn't probably get as high as Isaac, but he's obviously very physical and big. And that was kind of the game plan. We wanted him to get to that, there's that lane line, and then there's that NBA lane line. We said if we could get him to that NBA lane line and throw some stuff up, it was a hard shot. And that was kind of the deal. If we overly committed to him, then he was going to make you pay by getting somebody else involved.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.